Hi. Well, it's the start of the traditional 3-day English summer today. So I'm taking advantage of the high temperatures for England anyway. We're sort of getting up into the high 20s. To do the kitchen tops, tongue oil, did that this morning. So I don't really like cooking, like spreading around water, boiling up pasta and what have you during this time. So it's a chance to test out a couple of ready meals. And I've also started hopping on the bus, which is 50 paces away from here. I can get a bus that dumps me outside Sainsbury's in Cheltenham in just over 10 minutes. So I've started going to the big Sainsbury's because it's much bigger than anything we got here in Tewkesbury. And this morning I went along there to get a couple of ready meals, and I came across this, Charlie Bingham's Spanish chicken and roasted potatoes. I used to get the M&S version of this in the days when I took my mum shopping. She used to get me that as a sort of thank you for taking her shopping. And as well as the reduced price, which sealed the deal, I was looking at the ingredients, and they're actually, it's not too bad. If you look at that, it isn't a great big long list of E numbers or anything like that. So if you want to freeze frame it there and read them, it's not too bad. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. Probably be worse tomorrow because I also got a bog standard supermarket taste the difference lasagna to contrast with this. So I was quite impressed with that. I was quite impressed with getting the discount. Here's the nutritional information, if you want to freeze and read that. And we appear to have, it's marketed as for 2. It appears to me to be for about 1.5, to be honest, but I mean that's standard, isn't it? For these ready meals, they say it's 2, but really it's 1.5, something like that. So next thing is to cook it and eat it, and I'll be eating in the sitting room, and I'll think, why is this so out of focus? Yeah, that's better. I'll be eating it in the sitting room, so I'll see you there when it's all heated up and ready. See you in a bit. Yeah, I meant to say, when I do the tops, what I do is I put the air fryer and the microwave on the kitchen table there. You can do a lot with that, really. And behind is the toaster and the kettle. I've got a rice cooker as well that I could put on the floor and cook rice if I wanted to. I don't really like making steam while the tops are drying. Tongue oil, I much prefer it to Danish oil, which is sort of a varnish. But the disadvantage of tongue oil is it takes a bit longer to dry than Danish oil. But I find it much more resistant to water staining. And it gives a nicer finish. It's not like a sort of blingy varnish finish. It's a sort of deeper... See how you can see the wood really nicely? I just prefer it. And that's wet. That'll actually dull down a bit. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here we go. I've got... I bought a ready-made salad to go with it. If you live on your own, it's really not worth buying all these elements separately and making your own, because by the time you finish it, way before you get a chance to finish all the different things, they're going to go off. So in that sense, if you live on your own, the bags of ready-made salad are worth it. I've added a couple of cherry tomatoes. And here is about 2/3 of what was in that meal. Oh yeah, I just thought I'd show you this, which I do actually really like. It's something that Morrison's does. The sweet and tangy French dressing, the best from Morrison's. I love that. That's absolutely excellent taste, that is. Right, let's give it a go. Try the potatoes first. They do taste nice. They've got a herb on them. Can't quite pinpoint what that is. Oh, what's this? This looks like pepperoni or something. Some sort of sausage, pepperoni, something like that, and a bit of chicken. Yeah, this is about 2/3 of what was in the tin in the meal. The rest of it I'll save for lunch tomorrow. Some together. Well, I think that's really good. Very tasty. Right, so Charlie Bigham's. I suppose that was chorizo rather than pepperoni because I see it's Spanish. Spanish chicken and roasted potatoes. I do like it, it's very nice. I'm a lot happier paying £7.59 than £9.50 though. Yeah, what can I say? The air fryer crisped up the potatoes nicely. It's a good meal. I'd buy it again. That's all I can say. These ready meals have come on a long way, haven't they? Yeah. Okay, well, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the lasagna. Okay, here we are the next day. This should have been produced as well, actually, because it's got the same expiry date, 25th of June, as the Charlie Bigham thing. But never mind. I forget how much I paid. I think it was £6.50. It's part of the meal deal thing, so presumably you could get it cheaper as part of a meal deal. I don't eat ready meals unless it's something like this, like I'm waiting for the kitchen tops to dry or there's some other reason. I cook all my own food. It's much cheaper. I mean, this is just mince and cheese, right? I get a pound of mince from the butcher's for £3, and I can get 3 meals out of that, but it costs, obviously I've got to pay for an onion, a carrot, and a stick of celery, and some pasta or a portion of chips to go with it, some potatoes to go with it. But it's the economy, it just isn't there. It's just so much cheaper to cook your own stuff, even taking into account electricity as well. But there we go. I mean, it's just absolute classic, isn't it? I mean, who in the UK hasn't had, a lasagna ready meal? And so we'll just flip it over. Here's the nutrition. Ingredients. Yeah, a bit longer than the Charlie Bigham stuff, isn't it? Preservative, lysozyme, egg. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Every one of those things is a reason why I don't eat ready meals. Because a lot of them have just been invented. They have no idea of the long-term effects of any of this stuff they're producing. Yeah, there's nutrition information if you want to freeze. I won't take long. I'll come back when I've cooked it and I'm about to eat it. One thing I usually find this is it's sweet. Right, because I don't add sugar to anything I cook at all, I always find these things sweet. And I suspect somewhere in there, well, I don't know, they'll probably give it a weird name, but they always taste sweet to me. So I'll see you when I got it, when I'm eating it. Yeah, another thing about this is it feels so heavy. Much heavier than that Charlie Bigham meal. As if there's enough food there for 2 people. Okay, here we are. It said 200 degrees in the conventional oven for 40 minutes. I did it for 30 minutes at 180 degrees in the air fryer. And it's cooked through and it's completely brown and everything. So let's give it a taste. I'm expecting it to be sweet. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can really taste the, is it oregano in there? It's nicely spiced anyway. Yeah, I like that. That's very nice. Let's try a bit of this topping. Or this pasta. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Exactly as you'd expect. As I say, I doubt there's anyone in the UK who hasn't had a ready meal lasagna. I forgot to say, let me just cut in here. That was in fact half of the amount you got, and I would say half is there is enough for two in that serving, in what you buy. You want to do a bit of green with it though. Okay, just sort of cut in there. Compared to cooking your own, these things just aren't good value. And they're loaded down with salt and sugar and God knows what. So I don't use them unless, in extraordinary circumstances like at the moment. But you can, it's not advisable to live on them all the time, but, you can survive on them for a few days. You'll be spending too much money. You'll be filling yourself up with excess salt and sugar. But it can be done. So, there we go. That's all right. I mean, I'd buy that again, in a pinch, which is when I buy these things anyway. Okay, thanks very much indeed for watching. I'll see you in the next one.